So, because I'm 17, I have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about half the time, I decided that I was going to make a rant on why I hate America so much. And this rant is going to go on for several videos, starting with the first subject that came to my mind. Miley Cyrus. No, I'm not about to rant about how much I hate Miley Cyrus or how much she's ruining the world because the generation of the future follows her footsteps. No. I'm gonna rant on how stupid you are for mocking and talking about Miley Cyrus and everything she's doing and saying, oh, how bad she's become and everything else. Nobody cares. I'm going to talk about your ignorance and why your point is completely invalid. First of all, Miley Cyrus is 20 years old. I think she's actually like 21 now. If she wants to get on stage and shake what she has because she can, then she should be allowed to do that. If they're going to allow her to get up just like that, then I think there is nothing wrong with that. Secondly, if you want to talk about the way she's dressed, Lady Gaga dressed in half of the clothing that Miley Cyrus was wearing on the night of the VMAs. Not only that, but we have singers like Katy Perry and Kesha who wear almost virtually nothing in some of their videos and talk about getting drunk and messed up all night long. Thirdly, I'm so sick of hearing, oh, the children. If you are so worried about what your child is listening to, then monitor it. I'm tired of hearing, well, my kid used to watch Hannah Montana and now she's watching Hannah Montana strip on stage. No. Everybody who was old enough to see the very first episode of Hannah Montana is now old enough to see her now. We have grown up along with her. I was 11, maybe 10 years old when the first episode of Hannah Montana came out. That was over 7 years ago. Hannah Montana has not been on air in 2.5 years. Get over it. Hannah Montana is dead. Miley Cyrus killed her. Miley Cyrus's records and sales have gone up, and everybody has been talking about her lately because of the way she has been acting. It's a simple matter of smarts. I mean, if you're gonna if you're gonna have people talk about you, you need to give them something to talk about. So what if Miley Cyrus dresses like a skank and you feel bad because you miss Hannah Montana? Grow up. You're probably the same age as I am, sitting in your room, crying and complaining about how much of a whore she's become, when you're probably out smoking pot with your friends half the time, or having sex with your boyfriend, or you probably dress like a skank too. So, your ignorance is incapable of growing up. If you cannot accept the fact that Hannah Montana is no longer 16 years old. Sorry. She started the show when she was 12 and now she is 20. Hannah Montana is dead. I'm also tired of hearing about what a skank she is, considering she only dresses like a skank. Miley Cyrus was in one relationship for a very long time. What was it, since 2010? Was engaged to the same guy for a very long time. And I have not heard lately of her being with anybody else. Whereas Taylor Swift has had countless countless boyfriends and has written a song about each and every single one of those boyfriends, claiming that they did her wrong. And we call her America's sweetheart. If you ask me, if I had children, I would much rather them act like Miley Cyrus than act like Taylor Swift. Yeah, she may dress a certain way, she may act a certain way, but that doesn't mean that she is a certain way. Taylor Swift might dress in elegant clothes and pretty hair that she's curled and it's long and it's beautiful, and she might be acceptable to parents. But if you look at her track record, she is not the role model you want for your children. So, I hope you have something to think about now. Go kill yourselves.